field and score, but he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this, we're going to stop it, and we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Geno on 1st down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
On 1st down, Smith. Man open, it's Goodwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, it's James Conner. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play fake. Murray. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
And for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a big...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Cardinals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Murray to run again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now an option play on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. Ertz has it left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Here's Connor on the read option. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Smith on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Seahawks at a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So he gets caught trying to extend the play, and he ends up watching them score on an interception instead.
And what's the old proverb, Brandon? Discretion is the better part of valor. Certainly applies here. You have to admire what he tried to do, extending the play and trying to make something happen. But he definitely needed discretion. Throw it away, run it, do anything other than throw that pick six.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Come on. Check, contact. 79 Broncos.
On 1st and 10, Smith. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And after the Russell Wilson trade, you have to ask, will Tyler Lockett be able to extend his streak of 1,000-yard seasons to 4 without the only quarterback he's ever played with in the NFL? But the way he plays, a very steady presence that catches everything in sight, I think he's got a good chance of extending that streak and becoming best friends with his new quarterback along the way. He certainly looked like it on that first down catch.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Smith on 3rd down.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
And he finds Penny.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Robinson.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Robinson again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Robinson will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pharoh Cooper now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
To throw is Murray.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
And Murray's going to keep this.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Murray now, third and goal.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
7 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Smith. Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
On the jump. 19.
Play action. It's Smith. Flushed out right. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
60 Hey, pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Check smash. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Let's go. Trap 60. Trap 60. 79 rush. 18 rounded it. 18 rounded it.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Carter, we got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Murray going to hold on to it once more. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Well, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better. Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Robinson with another carry.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray giving a counter on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Check pass, check pass.
Walker now on 1st and 10. To the 27-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Smith. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Robinson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Okay, ready?
On second down, it's Walker. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 14. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.